Welcome to Walailak University Global Program. I'm Surin, Vice President at the university. As normal, this program invites foreign visitors to appear on the program to disseminate, to talk about the purpose of their visit and also about their institutions. Today we have joining the program is Ms. Park Soohyun, a representative of the Korean International Cooperation Agency, who is here at Walailak University to discuss progress with one of the Korean volunteer who is teaching Korean language at Walailak University in the past year. So welcome to the program, Ms. Park. And so I hope you've been looking around at Walailak University and see some interesting features of the university. And so first of all, I would like to ask you about the fact that your agency, the Korean International Cooperation Agency, or KOICA for short, in sending out volunteers, and one of those is at Walailak University. So could you elaborate on the volunteer program, please?
Sure. So KOICA, Korea International Cooperation Agency, we were founded in 1991 under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea. And we mainly focus on the mutual development for the socio-economic development. And as a part of the programs that we have a WFK program, which we dispatch volunteers to the partner organization in the partner country. And here we're in Thailand. For Walailak University, we have dispatched one volunteer, Mr. Kim Ji-hyung. He was the first volunteer to this university, but we also have 20 to 30 volunteers in Thailand.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, I can confirm that your volunteer, Mr. Kim from South Korea, is really enjoying his teaching at Walailak University. I think students really like him very much, and he has enhanced greatly to the atmosphere of internationalization or multiculturalism at Walailak University. So I would like to thank the KOICA for giving us this opportunity. And so what other countries that you send out volunteers to apart from Thailand? You have more than 20 in Thailand. What about other countries? You do this as well?
Yes, we have about 40 plus overseas offices in the world. And within Asia, we dispatch our volunteers to Vietnam, Laos, Mongol, East Timor. We have different locations that we dispatch to.
What are some of the criteria to dispatch this volunteer in considering sending out or dispatching volunteers? How do you choose country that you want to send them to?
So we mostly select the volunteer area based on the needs from the partner country. So for Thailand, so far we have mainly Korean Korean language education sector. But since we have reopened our office since last year, we are trying to expand the area to other areas such as IT and cooking and etc.
Indeed, Korean is very advanced in technology, information technology included, so that would certainly be very welcome in Thailand. And of course, Korean language is very popular in Thailand. I can see that students, so many students were trying to get to study Korean language with a teacher Kim, but we have a limited space, because teaching second language, we want to limit the number of students, so we could only have about 30 students per group. So that's already, already keeps 60 students we have each semester. You've been here the second to 2 semesters. So it's certainly a great contribution from South Korea. So we appreciate the effort, and we would like certainly welcome future opportunity to have teachers in other areas. We at Walailak University also focus very strongly on technology. So perhaps South Korea can also extend cooperations in that area as well. What is your assessment of the relationship with Walailak University so far?
It just has been 2 years so far, but what I've observed after my visit to Walailak University, it has amazing facilities, campus, and most importantly, the staff, professors, these human resources are just beyond my expectation. So I think it's one of the best universities in Thailand I've seen so far, and definitely one of my first choice to send our volunteers to.
Thank you so much. And you met with the President Professor Dr. Sombat Thamrong Thayawong, who emphasizes very strongly on creating an international campus. So we want to welcome as many foreigners representing different cultures, different languages to this university. So certainly, there has not been substantive representations of South Korean culture or other expertise at Walailak University. So this is a first opportunity, and we hope we can have more opportunities in the future.
Definitely, I would love to.
Right. And so I'd like to discuss a little bit about, and you may add other issues that you would like to add. You're welcome to add issues that you would like to add to, but I just like you to comment on the relationship between Korea and Thailand broadly. I understand there are a lot of Thai people traveling to South Korea, and there have been quite a bit of South Korean people traveling to Thailand as well. So could you comment on the relationship between the two countries more broadly?
Sure. I think it's such an amazing relationship that we have between South Korea and Thailand. Like you said, even people's general idea towards each country, it's very positive, and they would like to learn more from each other. I think that's the most important thing. And we have very similar culture as well. And we respect other people, older people, and we love each other's food. And we would like to learn more about each other's culture. I think that's very, very, very beautiful thing.
Yeah, you can see kimchi everywhere now in Thailand.
I was so surprised after I moved here.
Yeah, Thai people are very fond of having kimchi as part of their cuisine now. It's very interesting, the influence of popular cultures, the influence of Korean popular culture on the Thai culture. Food, certainly, you can now see Korean restaurants everywhere, even not in a Korean restaurant, but it's very common to see kimchi on the table there, and so it's quite. So this is people-to-people or cultural relationship, which has added to diplomatic and others area of political and economic relationships. So it has been really, really great on both sides. I agree. And so what areas, what other, apart from, I would like to go back to this volunteers, the South Korean volunteers in Thailand currently. There are about 20 of them. Are they only teaching Korean language, or what else these volunteers do?
Yes, for the recent years, it's been only Korean language education, but we just expanded to other sectors from this year, actually. So as I mentioned before, it will be IT and cooking and hair designing.
And you focus on regional universities, or concentrate in Bangkok? So what is the balance there?
So it's actually, we've been focusing on dispatching to university levels for the recent years, actually. Before, we used to dispatch to other elementary schools and other levels of education institutes. Now, back to the reopening of our office, we also try to expand the level of educational institutes, also to other organizations as well.
Are there any Korean studies in Thailand at all, based at university or?
From what I know, I think there's a Korean language majors.
At Thammasat University.
Thammasat University has one.
I think they must have,
Nares one university.
One in the north.
Bansomdet.
Bansomdet, yes.
Ratchapat,
yes.
A lot of, some of the Ratchapat University has Korean language majors.
Yes, I think that is something that Walailak University is looking into because the one volunteer that you dispatch here has been very successful in promoting Korean culture and language. So we are looking into some possibility of moving further. Probably we can have a proper full-fledged degree in Korean language. So that might be a possibility, and we could probably extend to something like setting up Korean studies, something along those lines in the future. So to see how it goes. But we really have a good start. The fact that the South Korean government has considered Walailak University through KOICA, consider us as a partner. So certainly that there might be something like that happening here in the future. So it depends on the some certain aspects, the readiness on the part of the facilities and all of that. But hopefully we can extend, deepen the relationship, between Walailak universities and South Korean government. And so what other, so you've talked to the president, you've met with people from the School of Languages and General Education that has been hosting the volunteer. So what do you see in terms of possibility of having more probably Korean studies or anything else that you would like us to consider to work on in order to develop a future relationship?
Yes, I've had the discussion with your president, and he has an amazing long-term vision, and he has already implemented a lot of them. And with Walailak University, I think we can create some kind of very positive movement together. Probably we can expand our sector to other sector, not just Korean language. And also we can start off with a small project with the volunteers, and then later on we can expand that to increase to a bigger level project too.
What about relationship with South Korean universities? Would KOICA be in a position to mediate or to sort of act as a go between Walailak University or other universities in Thailand with other universities in South Korea? Is that possible?
I think it's very, very possible because I've been to many other universities too, and it's hard to find the university who's ready to have this network with university from other countries. And Walailak, from what I've observed, it's definitely ready for this kind of network and relations. So I think it's very possible in the future, and we are already doing it.
Yeah. And we would also welcome South Korean students, young people, to be here maybe for a short term, maybe for a few weeks or a semester. So we have a different arrangement to welcome, to accommodate foreign students, and certainly where we haven't got anyone really from South Korea. So maybe that is one area that we can explore. For some reason, we haven't had a strong relationship or closer relationship with South Korean universities for some reason. So you being here kind of inspired us to think about that. To think about maybe having relationship with university, sort of a three-way relationship, KOICA, Walailak, and then South Korean University. So it's a kind of three-way relationship through KOICA. So that is something that, as in relation to your visit here, that's what we've been talking. And what about a scholarship for foreign students?
Foreign students, you mean the
to
Thai
Korea,
students?
to study in Korea.
Yes, actually our government has the program for the master degree and PhD program. So they can apply through the embassy. They always announce it from their website. I think it's very great opportunity for some students, and because they can actually go and learn not only the major, also the culture as well.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Right. So we would probably, we would encourage our students to look at that opportunity, whether there would be something there for them to apply for, and certainly our academics. We like our academics to look into forming a relationship with South Korea. As you say, technology, apart from the Korean language, there are other areas like in technology, design. So somehow now Korea is very much has very much made a great inroad into the Thai society in a very big way. So it wouldn't be much of an issue to get other things going between the two countries and various institutions. And we would pretty much want to send our students to South Korean universities as well. But would there be, what would be your advice if students want to go to South Korea, but their Korean is not proficient enough? Would they be able to study without enough Korean in English? Is that possible?
To apply for the scholarship program, I think the students have to have a basic level of Korean because they have to pass the test. But our university in Korea, they also provide the language program once they get there, along with the cultural education, so that they can adjust themselves to the society better. But also, a lot of universities in Korea started a lot of programs in English as well for the international students. So I'm sure there are options available.
Right. So in terms of what other area relationship that KOICA does a lot, focuses on cooperation, education, cultural, and all of that. I'm just wondering whether you can comment on others area relationship that has been ongoing, or are there any outstanding issues that the two countries have had, or something that probably as part of the South Korean's foreign policies that they have to work with Thailand, or anything along those lines, apart from cultural, educational, scientific, and technology? Are there any outstanding issues between the two countries, politically or economically?
So currently, Korea is going through the population decrease. And because of that, we are more open to bringing the workforce from the Asian countries mainly. And Thailand is one of the partner countries that we would love to have, because what I heard from the Korean company who that they bring Thai people to Korea and work there, and they prefer Thai people because they are very hardworking and very high skill as well. So we are going towards that way too. But at the same time, we also have environmental project together with Thailand. So KOICA Thailand office, we are trying to focus on environment and education, two sectors, to collaborate together. So this will be the main two sectors.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that the Korean government has set up a KOICA office in Thailand. So that suggests very strongly the relationship between the two countries. But so what do you see happen in the futures in terms of in the area of educational, academic, or exchange, which means now you have 20, right? 20 volunteers. But let's say for the next year or the next couple of years, next 5 years, so how many Korean volunteers or scientists or academics that you think you're going to be dispatched to Thailand? You have such a projections on the part of the KOICA? You want to increase the number of volunteers and scientists, right?
Yes, we do have a plan to increase the number of volunteers and other program too, experts. So we actually, before COVID, we used to have a little more than this, and due to the COVID-19, the number got decreased. But we are slowly increasing this target number, so I'm sure the next year it will be more than this year.
Yes. Hopefully we can have more Koreans at Walailak University.
Yes. We'd love to have that.
That's good. So how long, now get into a little bit of a personal issue, personal side of you, because you are a young person. I'm sure when students watch this, they might get some inspiration from you. You work with such a very important agency, South Korean International Cooperation Agency, a young person working on representing a very important government in the world, talking with different people across countries. So can you tell me a little bit about your background, your educational background, and your training?
Sure. Yes. Today, actually, I'm on behalf of our country director. But since I'm here, personally, I majored in English as my bachelor's degree. Then I moved on to international educational development. From then, I got to see other countries more. I started with Vietnam. Then I moved to Africa, Ethiopia, so I spent there for about 10 years.
Wow.
Then the next country is Thailand.
So you'll be here for a while.
It's a huge transition for me personally.
So you've been to This is interesting because you've been to many countries, you've been posted in many countries, in South Africa, in Africa, right? What country?
In Ethiopia.
Ethiopia,
Yes.
for 10 years. So what was your role there in Ethiopia?
So also there I worked with Korea under KOICA's, I worked with KOICA. I was working under the KOICA's projects mainly. So I was working in education sector first. Then I moved on to, it's more like innovative project for the startups, for young people to grow, and it was a very interesting project.
So how long have you been with KOICA?
So for me personally, on and off, but so far probably around 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
You have some advice for students, particularly students from Walailak University, if they aspire to travel to countries or to work internationally, what would you advise them?
I think there are more opportunities than you think.
There are more opportunities than you think. That's great. That's a great point.
Because I studied only in Korea too, and I didn't get to see many other aspects before I started actually working. But once you find that one small chance, then you start off with that. And the world is waiting for you. Yes.
In terms of, we are trying very hard to improve English proficiency, of course Thai and English, and then we want their students to add other languages like Chinese, Korean, Arabic, and others, Malay, Bahasa Melayu, and all of that. We want people to do more of that. But when it comes to English language, it's always quite difficult. The fact that we are not English-speaking country, very few people speak English, and so they can do that only in class. Can I ask you more specifically on how to study English? Because I think the situation in South Korea and here might be similar.
Right. So growing up, I learned English at school, but not really practically. So I watch a lot of movies and listen to English songs, and that actually helped me a lot. It's it sounds very basic, but it did help me a lot. And I was really impressed about the Walailak University approach, how you can actually diversify these methods to teach English for the local students. I think it's really amazing.
Right. Yes, we are trying very hard, Ms. Park, to get our students to be more proficient in English and then to add other languages to their repertoire. But it's not always easy. So I think what you just said could be a source of inspiration for them, being a South Korean, Korean-speaking, and then got to work in many countries, contributing to the world on behalf of the South Korean government. So that is very admirable. So, so I think we have come to the end of the program, and I really appreciate your participation in the program today. You have added to the already very vibrant WU global, which try to promote globalization. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.